Welcome back. Now, as the bassist for the band Blur, Alex James had an exciting pop star life and the adoration of millions, but when the band split in 2003, he gave it all up, moved to the countryside and became a cheesemaker.
Who wouldn't? May seem like a strange choice, but after learning the ropes, Alex now has a full range of cheeses. Alex, it still sounds so odd to say that.
A full range of cheeses?
Well, you know, it sounds weird to say full range of cheeses and Blur in the same introduction. Does it still sound odd to you, or does it feel totally normal?
Well, what I've discovered is that monks used to make music in the morning and cheese in the afternoon.
So you're simply following an old...
a historical precedent.
Religious tradition.
Yeah, I think you can get just as close to your Holy of Holies with cheese as you can with music.
There we go. If anyone was going to make the link, as Alex himself, he describes the transition from Britpop poster boy to cheesemaker in his new book, All Cheese is Great and Small, and we're going to remind ourselves now, before we talk about cheese, some of Blur's chart toppers.
His former life.
There's no other way, there's no other way. All that you can do is watch them play. There's no other way, there's no other way. All that you can do is watch them play. Who lives in a house, very big house in the country? He's got a bogus chest, so he needs a lot of rest in the country. Doesn't drink, smoke, laugh, takes herbal baths in the country. And you come to that home on the animal farm in the country. In a country. In a country. In a country.
Brilliant. Just listen to it all morning.
Does that feel like a different life now, a different you?
Yeah, oh, it warms my heart though, little puppies, look at us.
Look at the hair, though. Damon's hair.
Still got the same hair I have.
Yeah, you have. You haven't changed that much, actually, have you?
Well, thank you very much.
Is it cheese? Is that the secret?
Well,
Of eternal life.
Country living, I think, is, you know, it's definitely. I mean, yeah, it was good. I think it's good to move on, definitely from that.
Well, you say move on. Of course, you've just been at the Brits,
Yeah,
and you're about to do the Olympics.
The London Olympic Games closing ceremony celebration concert. Yes, we're all looking forward to that, very much indeed. August the 12th.
Which is going to be brilliant. Is that then what happens to Blur?
After that, I mean, I don't know. It is sort of. It was. I mean, it was magnificent. It was absolutely magnificent doing the Brits. I mean, it was lovely to be recognised. But the best thing was just getting up there and smashing through those songs again. And I know that it is tinged with a little bit of sadness because I really don't know whether, you know, this show in summer could be the last thing we ever do. I mean, I really don't. You know.
I thought there was talk of a new album.
I think, you know, there's 4 people in Blur, and depending on which one you ask and what day of the week it is, depends on the answer you'll get. You know, I think the truth is, you know, who knows? We do meet up regularly, and we're all great friends now. You know,
Okay, it's Tuesday, and we're talking to you. So is there going to be a new album?
No, I mean, no, not a new album. No, I don't think so. New cheese, maybe.
OK, let's talk about cheese, because I always assumed that when you bought your house in the country and you decided to devote yourself to farming, that you had farming in your blood and that this was something that you were going back to. But in fact, it was just an entirely new life for you.
Well, I was a staunch supporter of cities and nightlife, and it was exactly the time that Blur disintegrated. I met a girl, we got married very quickly and on our honeymoon, swapped a bachelor pad in the middle of London for a farm in the middle of nowhere. What can possibly go wrong? But very soon I realised I knew nothing about farms or her.
Which did you know least about?
Well, probably farms, but you know, you know, women are still a complete mystery. I mean, the you know, the last book I wrote was a kind of a caper tearing around the world, accompanied by flashing lights and loud music. But this really all takes place. It's probably more of a journey, actually, although it all takes place on a tiny farm in the English countryside. It's sort of rock family Robinson.
It is, yeah, it is. And 5 children and an awful lot of cheese later, you seem to have, you know, been very successful on both fronts.
Well, I do. I do love cheese, and every day I find out something. It's sort of like space. You know, the closer you look at outer space, or music, it's just endlessly fascinating. There's always new things to discover. Yesterday, I found out that Stilton, when it rose to fame at the Bell Inn in Leicestershire, it was served with a spoon because it had so many maggots in it.
Was the spoon for eating the maggots or for scooping them out?
For you ate the maggots as well. I can't see.
No.
I can't see. You know, even buy one get one free. I can't see that going down very well in supermarkets these days.
Some people like a particularly rich, overripe Stilton, don't they? Still, are you making Stilton?
I do a blue called Blue Monday after my favourite record. I wanted to make it a 12-inch, but it didn't really work.
With a hole in the middle.
Exactly.
So you don't contract this out, this cheese making. This is something you're very hands-on with.
Well,
is
yeah,
it?
no, absolutely. I mean, developing recipes. That's the kind of fun bit about making cheese. It's like writing songs, really. Writing a recipe. I mean, we do make sort of a handmade sheep's milk cheese on the farm, but it's you know, manufacturing's actually a commodity. You know, you can just buy it. Once you've got the sort of magic recipe, then you can get people to make it for you.
Just go back to music.
Yeah.
The Brits, obviously, fantastic performance. Did you feel frustrated that the whole thing about Adele being cut short by Blur sort of overshadowed?
No, I mean that's live telly for you. I don't think it overshadowed it. I mean, we were just up there in the music. We didn't really know what was happening. I think she's got a fantastic career ahead of her. She's brilliant. I love her. And I ran into Florence at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I haven't seen her since she was cartwheeling around my garden in minuscule hot pants when she was still at art college.
3 o'clock this morning?
No, not this morning. You had a late one though, didn't you?
I did not.
No,
those rumours are not to be believed.
I heard there was a party last night.
Did you? Was there a party where you were?
No.
There's always a party in your life, isn't there?
Well, 5 kids is like permanent.
Cheese and wine
time.
party.
Cheese and beer.
Bit of a blur. Lovely to see you, Alex. New book, All Cheese is Great and Small, A Life Less Blurry, is out now.
We'll see you tomorrow. That's it from us today. Have a very good day.